Well, it's a time for us to go live on YouTube, grab the popcorns and a good cup of coffee, because the last match of VCL Southern Chargers and the West Zones are playing on this beautiful ground. SPJ right here in Lonavala. Beautiful hill station. The sun is getting set. It's a beautiful weather. Not that warm. Ideal weather for any of the cricketer to play such kind of in such kind of weather. Captain of West Zone Veterans wins the toss and decides to field first. Wow, that's too surprising. Sanjay was all surprised with that kind of a bounce. The left arm pacer Pavan bowling his first over from the wet and joy end. Beautiful seam position. A shot that's been played towards the covers region. Right, so last delivery coming in of over number 1 now. Beautiful delivery that was. Absolutely beautiful delivery. A dot delivery to end the over. Over number 1 comes to an end, 4 on board without a wicket. Right, so just to give you a heads up to everybody, the snacks are on. If you guys want to have a good time with some crunchy vada pav, just get in and grab that as soon as possible. Thank you. Right, so boundary in the first over. That was the only connection with the bat that happened. So Mr. Pfeiffer, who brought in 5 wickets in the first match, is being brought in the second over itself by the captain. Left arm spinner Pritam Shinde. Beautiful delivery, beautiful pitching. Now, all the 9 overs that Pritam bowled in the first match, we remember that he didn't try anything new or anything out of the box. Nothing that he tried. Now the only thing which he did was pitching the ball in the right area. Meanwhile, a good shot being played by Jignesh to get his first boundary of the inning. This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. Now with that wicket, he becomes the top wicket taker in the tournament. Right, so wicket in the first over itself for Mr. Preetham. The fifer in the first match. So 8 runs on board for the loss of 1 wicket. The team Southern Chargers are. Right, so Colonel Pushpa now. He just stepped in as a 1-down batter for the team Southern Chargers. Flighted delivery played on the front foot, doing the entire stretch, making sure that he's keeping the bat before the pad. The batsman doesn't seem to be ready. A good length delivery and a beautiful delivery to end the over. 2 overs done, 8 on board for the loss of 1 wicket for the team Southern Chargers. Right, so over number 3 to resume from Pawan, continuing from the wet and join, who believes in bowling on the good length area most of the deliveries. He's been very economical in the past as well in multiple tournaments that he has played. In delivery. You have to be very careful too such kind of a bowler who's bowling in the right areas on the money, and he's bowling according to the field setup that's been done. The field is sent back to the deep point region. Cover standing inside the circle. The fine leg is standing out. These three men are standing outside the circle for now. Brilliant delivery, that is. Absolutely brilliant delivery, that is from Pawan. The batsman was interested to make some room for himself, but it's not that easy to play to such a bowler who's sticking to the right areas. Another beautiful delivery there. In swinging delivery, umpire was saying that it was hitting the bat, I think. That was hitting the bat first. That's why the umpire says not out. It was an in-swinging delivery, surprising the batsman completely. Last delivery coming in of over number 3. Not a run being scored yet in this over. Successful one from Pawan till now. A cracking shot towards the covers region. Fielder chasing that should be able to cut that off, which he does. And they have taken 2 quick runs. And they settle for 2. The 3 overs done, 10 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Another over from Preetham. He's got a wicket in his first over itself. Beautiful delivery, absolutely beautiful delivery that is from Preetham. Two top deliveries to begin his second over. Another good delivery that is. The batsman was interested to take a single there, but the non-striker denies, and that's the right call because there was no run at all. 4th over in progress. It's a second match that is happening on this particular ground. You would surely expect some dew that would come in the later section of the day. A short selection done well, but there's a protection being kept in the deep. Should be able to cut that off and a single being given. So the first run in this over. Quicker delivery this time, getting the edge. And a single being taken quickly to rotate the strike. So 4 over gets completed, 12 on board for the loss of 1 wicket for the team. Southern Chargers. Another in-swinging delivery, a brilliant shot that is towards the mid-wicket region. He'll be able to get a couple of runs there. Out and there in the deep. Now a field change being done. An extra fielder being brought at the short leg region. A shot that's been played goes straight toward the fielder at the long off. A single being taken, strike being rotated. There was a lot of rise. It was pitched outside the leg stump. It was hitting the thigh of the batter. Enough bounce that is been received by Pawan is in his first 3 overs till now. Must be pretty happy with the performance of the pitch for him. Shot that goes straight toward the field. A chance of run out. Oh, he misses that. If that would have been collected in the first go, that could have been a blinder. That could have been a blunder for them. Not sure if they need to take such kind of risk at this particular moment. Just the 5th over in progress. Beautiful delivery. That is a beautiful shot that's been played. The fielder is trying his best and he should be able to cut that off. So 2 runs gets added to the total. takes them to 17 on board. Last delivery coming in of over number 5th. Beautiful delivery. That is absolutely beautiful. With a dot delivery, over number 5 comes to an end. 17 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Played that shot on the back foot. First delivery that's been pitched outside the leg stump by Preetham. That's been played very smartly by the batsman towards the fine leg region. A single being taken. Striking done, goes straight toward the fielder in the deep at the long on. Another single being taken, so 2 singles on the first 2 deliveries. Huge appeal and a wicket departs. So now the wicket gets added to Preetham Shinde's account. 2 for this man. Beautiful delivery. The ball stayed low, was pitched outside the off stump. Batsman lets that go because he just stepped in and he's pretty much aware that there are 2 batters, 2 slips standing there. Played that on the front foot, keeping the bat before the pad. That's the right thing to do against Preetham. If you want to stay there for a longer time against this man, the golden arm, you need to make sure that you're not playing any cross shot to this man because he can be very dangerous for you. So 2 runs in that over and a wicket, 6 overs done, 19 on board for the loss of 2 wickets. Right, so 6 overs done. Yogesh is the new bowler who's been brought in from the Wet and Joy end. Sanjay and Nikhil there. Another left arm spinner. This is going in the air, but there's no fielder in that area. And meanwhile, they'll get 2 runs. If there was no protection being kept towards the mid-wicket region. The umpire have requested the batsmen that they are running in the dangerous area of the pitch. They have to be very careful with that. Another good delivery, lets that go. Top delivery there. He sweeps that and sweeps well. And this time, he should get a boundary. Perfect connection with the bat. Getting a boundary. That's first boundary for Nikhil. 6 runs for this man now. Last delivery coming in of over number 7. Sharper delivery played on the back foot, defensing that and converting into a dot delivery. 7 overs done, 26 on board for the loss of 2 wickets. That was kind of a risky shot, I would say. The ball stayed low and the batter was just standing tall, and he played that on the back foot. Striking done, goes straight toward the field. A bit of a misfield there from the fielder. That will cost them an extra run. So 2 runs there. 2 more runs gets added to the total, take them to 28 at the moment. 7.2 overs done. Another flighted delivery pitched outside the leg stump. The umpire says it's a wide delivery. So 2 more runs gets added to the total. Shot with delivery this time played on the back foot, goes straight toward the fielder standing in the gully. So a dot delivery now. Flighted delivery played on the front foot, doing the right stretch for that particular ball, defending that, not letting the ball go towards any other region rather than going straight towards the bowler. Another beautiful delivery from Preetham. So this is what I was saying, that the only thing that he does is he delivers most of his ball that he bowls in his over in the good length and the right areas. What he does is he understands the batter, what kind of shot selection he's doing, and according to that he does the bowling, and that's the right thing. Another beautiful delivery being played on the back foot. They should be able to get a single there, which they have. So over number 8 comes to an end. 31 on board for the loss of 2 wickets. It was in the air for a while, but falling too short in front of the point fielder. The 2 left arm from both the ends. Beautiful seam position, beautiful rise that he got on that delivery. Another broad delivery from Yogesh. Absolutely a beautiful view to watch any of the left arm spinner bowling. And look at that. Look at that. Now, that's the right bowling setup they have, because they are pretty much aware that there's not even one batter in this partnership who's a left-handed batsman. That's why they are putting up all the pressure from the left arm spinner itself. They want to build up pressure in them. And that's what they have been doing. Now Karan is being brought towards the covers region. He was standing at the fine leg position. Now he's been changed from there. Another slip being brought in by the captain. They want to put up all the pressure on both the batters. And that's the right call. You know, when you want to put up pressure on the batters, you need to make sure that you are setting up a right field pretty much close to the batter, especially when they're not trying to hit anything hard. That's what you do. Another beautiful delivery. And that has got the wicket. Wicket number 3 departs. Well, wicket number 3 back in the pavilion. Right, so a dot delivery to end the over. A good length delivery coming in. Pritham continuing with his over number 5 for him now from the mountains end. Lighted delivery cracked. Goes straight toward the fielder standing at the long on position. A single being taken. Yeah, 3 wickets down on 32 at the moment. Another flighted delivery outside the off stump. A dot delivery there. Another beautiful delivery. Just the right seam position what you coming in the air. Will there be a catch? That was way far from Arun. They have taken two. They have pushed hard for another run. So 3 runs there. Will running between the wickets. Shot the delivery played on the back foot, goes straight toward the fielder at the point. A dot delivery there. 49 on board. Played that on the back foot. Karthik was interested. Sanjay said, let's not take any kind of risk at this moment. With that dot delivery, 14 over gets completed. 49 runs on board for the loss of 3 wickets. Shot play delivery being pitched outside the off stump. Sanjay was thinking that it would be called as a wide, but it stayed low. That's why he was not able to connect that. Deep cover being sent. Now a short cover inside the circle as well. Good field setup. That's the right call from the bowler. Another beautiful delivery, stayed low. Another dot delivery. So 3 dot deliveries now. Another shot that's been cracked. And this time he should be able to get a boundary, and with that 50 runs marks being crossed by the team Southern Chargers. 53 runs on board. Shot play delivery stayed low. This time the umpire says it's a wide delivery. Quick run been requested That was an ideal single that should have been taken. They have done that. Delivery stayed low. No connection with the bat. And over comes to an end. 15 overs done, 55 on board for the loss of 3 wickets. Right, so after a quick refreshment, we are back live. 15 overs done, 55 on board for the loss of 3 wickets. Low full toss that was to begin the over. Third over from Onkar now. Overpitch delivery. And that's a drop catch. An easy one. Should have been taken. The batsman survives. He must be happy. He gets alive. Good length delivery. Requested for a quick single. Responded well. Umpire says that's out. That was a risky run, being honest. And if you are taking such kind of a risk, you need to make sure that you are grounding the bat. It was in the air, and a good work being done by the fielder. Overpitch delivery, held the edge, racing between those two fielders for a boundary. It's been a good over till now. Even the boundary was something that came from the outside edge of the bat. Was then an edge again? Seems yes, from the reaction of the keeper. Another boundary in this over coming in with the outside edge. Unfortunate bowler. 16 overs done, 65 on board for the loss of 4 wickets. A quick run being requested, should be able to get that. Successfully taking that single, rotating the strike. The ball stayed low, a dot delivery there. We need with his second over from the mountains end. They still have 2 slips in place. A shot that has come from the perfect position of the bat, coming in line and playing that towards the covers for a cracking boundary. That's the right thing. What Vikram is doing, he's coming in line of the ball and he's playing good shots. That's why he's been able to get boundaries. And the connection before this was just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Flighted delivery this time, doing a defense on the front foot. It's a good thing. Another flighted delivery. Playing on the back foot, goes straight toward the point fielder this time. A drop delivery there. And with that, we come to the end of 17 overs. 17 over gets completed, 70 on board without a wicket for the loss of 4 wickets. That's been played on the back foot by Karthik. Vikram says, let's not take any kind of a risk because we have already lost 4 wickets in the first 17 overs now. Quicker one outside the off stump. Way away from that wide line, that's why the umpire says it's a wide delivery. Short plate goes straight toward the fielder at the point. Short delivery again. Smart shot played in the direction where there are no fielders. They should be able to get a single there, which they have. Played very smartly straight towards the long off fielder. Another single being taken. Shot being played on the front foot, goes straight toward the point fielder. Another dot delivery. Turning out to be a very good over till now from Onkar. Bit of an appeal, but the umpire knew that it was being pitched outside the leg stump. That's why there was no reaction that came in from the umpires and given away as leg bye to end the over. Over number 18 comes to an end. 74 on board for the loss of 4 wickets. Game of 18 over gets completed. 74 now on board after 4 wickets down. It's a flighted delivery. A great work being done by the field at the point. Good stop that is. As there was no fielder in the deep towards that region. Saves a couple of runs for the team. A full toss delivery. Played towards the square leg region. There's a fielder standing there. Single being taken. flighted delivery cracked above the long off fielder for a brilliant boundary. That's a beautiful shot for an over-pitch delivery that was pitched way ahead. And long off was standing a couple of yards ahead, and now he's been sent in the deep. Another flighted delivery played towards the point fielder. Another good work being done by the same fielder there. So a dot delivery. A shot that's been played towards the deep cover region. The single being taken. That is smart cricket from Vikram. Now last delivery coming in of 19th over. Right, so a game of 19 over gets done. 80 runs on board for the loss of 4 wickets. Quicker one there. Getting a healthy edge, racing towards a boundary. And the umpire says no edge there. He said it's a bye. That was a quicker one, surprising the batter and the keeper as well. That will race towards the boundary, right behind the keeper. Short pitch delivery was in the air for a while. Wanted to defend that. Hitting the bottom of the bat. For a while he was scared. Pushpa was. Vikram was scared there. A good delivery and a shot being played on the back foot very smartly in the gap. Smart running. Absolutely good running between the wickets. Both these batters have been quick when it comes to taking runs. Low full toss. Shot being played going straight toward the fielder at the long off. Another single taken. Vikram was interested to take that run, but Karthik denies, as he is not wanting to lose any kind of a wicket at this particular moment. Another shot that goes straight towards the bowler. And that's the end of the over. 20 over gets done. 87 on board for the loss of 4 wickets. Flighted delivery played on the back foot. Quick run requested. Responded well from the non-striker. Single being taken by Karthik. '88 with the single now. Quick one there from Yogesh. The mid-wicket field is standing there to cover that shot. A single being taken, so 2 single of the first 2 deliveries. Flighted delivery played straight towards the field at the point. A dot delivery now. Another flighted delivery getting the edge. A single was possible there. They have taken that. They're playing pretty sensibly at the moment. They're making sure that they are targeting the loose deliveries. Another dot delivery there. Vikram playing on 24 at the moment. Last delivery of 21st over. So dot delivery to end the over. Over number 21 comes to an end. 90 on board for the loss of 4 wickets. "21 overs done, 90 runs on board for the loss of 4 wickets for the team Southern Chargers. Karthik and Vikram building up a partnership of 34 between them after facing 33 deliveries. Shot delivery played on the back foot in the gap, pushing it hard for the first run. Single to settle. Flight to delivery there. Played on the front foot. Going on the back foot. Vikram wanted to smack that towards the covers region, but he misses that completely. Now the boundaries are coming in quick succession. Another boundary there. The chance was made, falling bit short. Falling short in front of Pritham. And a boundary being brought in. There's deep cover standing now. Good cricket, very good cricket between these two guys. They have been sensible. They have understood how the pitch is performing. They are making sure that every wrong delivery or a loose delivery is being smacked. And some good runs being scored on those deliveries. Played the shot on the back foot. Ball goes straight towards the point fielder. And with that we come to the over number end. Over number 22 comes to an end. 96 on board for the loss of 4 wickets. Flighted delivery this time. No chance for the batter to survive. Wicket number 5 departs. Flighted delivery again, getting a wicket in the first delivery. Yogesh have got 2 wickets for the team now. Another flighted delivery smacked. And look at that. Look at that catch. Wow. What a collect that was. It was striked too well. What a brilliant catch being taken there. Right, so another wicket in this over. All thanks to Pritham. The way he collected that catch was absolutely good. 2 wickets in 3 deliveries now in this over. Mr. Chakravarti is the new batsman who just stepped in to join in Karthik. Flighted delivery. Good bounce on that delivery. Playing that on the back foot, defending that. Flighted delivery again, playing on the back foot. Coming in line and making sure that he's keeping the bat. Last delivery of the over. Played towards the covers region. A single being taken. And with that single, Mr. Chakravarti is off the mark. Single to end the over, 23 overs done, 97 on board for the loss of 6 wickets. Right, so we are back live in Lonavala with the last match of the season. By the national selection that is happening. A brilliant bowling performance being shown by West Zone veterans. Now we are back live. 6 wickets were being taken by Yogesh. Preetham brought 2 wickets for the team, and Arun was the one who brought 1 wicket. One was in a run-out succession. The total the Southern Chargers can put up was 112. It's a first ball off the match. Defending that in the front foot. Amar and Karan there. Two batters for the West Zone veterans. Shot by delivery played on the back foot. Ghanshyam is the bowler who's starting the proceeding for the team from the Wet and Joy end. Brilliant delivery, absolutely brilliant. Now, we completely understand, and I'm pretty sure that the fielding team would be surely thinking that they have put up a very low total, but on the other side, they also need to understand that this is the same pitch where they lost wickets. If they bowl some good overs for the team, momentum can change towards them. The only thing that's needed for them to that keep taking wickets in quick succession. That's the ideal thing for them. Good start till now, 4 dot deliveries in this over. And all the good deliveries being bowled. No loose deliveries being bowled. That's a good sign for the bowler. Over pitch delivery being played towards the fielder at the long on region. So with that single, Amar is off the mark and the team moves ahead and the scorecard started ticking. Last delivery coming in of the first over. Huge appeal, and the umpire says yes. What a start! A big wicket departs on the first delivery itself. What a start by Ghanshyam for the team. 1 in the over and a wicket, and a big man goes back in the pavilion. Right, so that's what I said. Any total in cricket is not a small total. A brilliant start, a big man being sent back in the pavilion. Ghanshyam gets the first breakthrough. Batsman joining in Amar would be Arun. Score on board. One's all over. 1 run being scored. 1 over completed. 1 wicket down. They don't have one of their successful batter in that department because the injury that he's got. That's Ojus. We've seen some great performance that he's put up for his team in the past as well. We remember the first match where Karan and Ojus built up a big partnership for the team. That was a quicker one. But today he's not there. Will that make an impact? Maybe that is a shot being played towards the covers region. Single being taken. Arun facing his first delivery on the front foot, defending that. Karthik with his first over from the mountains end. A shot that's been played on the back foot goes straight toward the point fielder. It's a good start. It's a good start for the team. Southern Chargers at this particular moment, they must be happy, especially by getting a wicket of the big man who scored big runs for the team in the entire tournament. 101st match and something around 30s in the other match. A shot being played by Arun towards the deep point, who's standing there. So he's off the mark with that single. Brilliant delivery that is from Karthik. A dot delivery there. The last delivery coming in of over number 2 now, 3 on board. Shot being played on the back foot, not getting the entire connection right. It goes straight toward the point. Fielder standing inside the circle. 3 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. It's a good start. It's a good positive start from the start of the Chargers. An over pitch delivery pitched outside the off stump. Arun lets that go and the umpire says it's a wide delivery. Short pitch delivery stayed on the back foot, cracks that but goes straight to where the field is standing at the point. Good bowling being shown by both the bowlers till now. Ghanshyam bowling on the good length areas, bowling according to the field. A positive start for him and for the team as well. Another delivery pitched on the good length. Arun played that on front foot. Another dot delivery in this over. A shot that's been played on the back foot again, goes straight toward the same fielder. Brilliant bowling, good fielding being done by the fielder standing at the point region. The 5-dot delivery still now, just a wide being bowled in this over, no run being scored with the bat yet. Ghanshyam bowling some good deliveries for the team when it's needed. By Arun, they've taken a quick single there and they'll settle. A shot that's been cracked towards the covers region. Good field setup being done by the captain. And the good thing that is happening that the bowlers are not bowling any loose deliveries. Now this is the 4th over in progress and they are bowling into the right direction, sticking to basics and making sure that they are not leaking runs when a good start being given by both the bowlers. And that's what they need. That's what they need. They need good overs, wickets in between. That's the only way to put up and build up some pressure on the team West Zone veterans. Delivery being pitched outside the leg stump. No connection with the bat at all. Umpire says wide. It goes all the way for a boundary. first loose delivery in the entire 4 overs. That has gone all the way for a boundary. Over pitch delivery goes straight towards the bowler. A dot delivery to end the over. Over number 4 comes to an end. 11 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Short pitch delivery played on the back foot, goes straight toward the fielding at the short covers region. A dot delivery there. A single being requested, a quick single being taken. What a delivery that was. Surprising the batsman completely. Goes all the way as a bias boundary. Superb delivery that was. Unexpected rise. Brilliant delivery on the good lane. Lets that go in the hands of the keeper. Now what Arun and Amar are doing, that they're taking enough time because they're pretty much aware that they have enough time as well. So they don't want to risk anything at this particular moment. Surely want to understand the pitch, how it's performing. It's the evening game. Shot that's been cracked between those two fielders. It goes all the way for a boundary. So boundary to end the over number 5, 20 on board for the loss of 1 wicket for the team West Zone Veterans. Over number 6 to begin with a wide. Was pitched outside the off stump. Way far from the wide line. 21 on board. Delivery being pitched way outside the off stump. There's a protection being kept in the deep. They should be able to get a single there, which they have. 15 deliveries each being faced by Arun and Amar. One playing on 6, the other one playing on 5. There has been a lot of extras being given away in this inning. $11 runs being scored in extras. 11 being scored by these two batters. Misfield has costed them a single run. Good work being done by the fielder there. Now they are putting up some efforts for sure. They're doing good bowling, a good fielding being done by everyone till now in the field. They need to do this. They need to build up more and more pressure. And the only way to put up a pressure is to field well, take chances if they are coming your way, bowl some good overs. Try and put pressure on every single new batter who's stepping in. Set up a good field. That's how we can put up a pressure. 5.5 overs done, 24 on board. Delivery being pitched outside the off stump. Lets that go. Over comes to an end. 6 overs done, 24 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Brilliant delivery. That is absolutely brilliant. Now, good bowling performance being shown by both the bowlers till now. As I was saying that they are trying to put up some pressure. But the only thing that's needed at this particular time, when you know that you haven't put up a big total, you need to have the control on those extras that's been given away. 11 extras till now in this inning. A shot that's been played on the back foot between those two fielders, a cracking boundary. Short pitch delivery again. A good connection, but a good work being done by the fielder there. Meanwhile, they have been able to get Arun was interested to take that extra run, but the striker denies. Seven over gets completed, 29 on board for the loss of 1 wicket at this moment, the West Zone. Equation what they have is to get 84 runs in 228 deliveries remaining. A shot that's been played towards the point region. A dot delivery there. Another shot in the same direction. Good work being done by the fielder again. 2 drop deliveries now. This time it goes straight towards the bowler. Good start from Gorak. Mr. Jadhav there with the 8th over. That was a quicker one. Surprising the batter completely. Shot being played towards the square leg region. They're pushing it hard for the first one. Should be able to get another run, which they have. The 2 runs there. First run being scored in this over. Short pitch delivery goes again towards the point fielder. A dot delivery to end the over. A good over now from Gorak to start. 8 overs done, 31 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Enough rise that he has got on that delivery. You have seen there was a rise in the previous delivery as well, which surprised the batter and the wicket keeper as well, but that went for a boundary. Batsmen have to be very careful with such kind of pitching that is happening from the bowlers. Flighter delivery this time pitched on the legs, been played very smartly towards the mid-wicket area and a boundary there. What a good shot that is from Amar. From Amar, yes. A cracking one. He was looking to score since longer time and he gets that delivery being pitched on his legs and he scores that towards the mid-wicket region. Brilliant delivery that is. Superb delivery, superb bowling being done by Ghanshyam. Cracking shot, being missed completely by the point fielder. There's a deep cover protecting that. Good work being done by the covers fielder to back the point fielder. Saves that boundary for the team. Single being taken. Last couple of deliveries left in this over now. This is going in the air, far from the fielder. He'll not be able to stop that at all. Another boundary in this over. Turning out to be an expensive one till now. 10 of the over in the first 5 deliveries. 2 boundaries being scored in this over till now. Last delivery coming in of over number 9, 41 on board. Another shot that's been played, hitting the bottom of the pad. That's fine, not the perfect connection. I don't want it to connect it. Over number 9 comes to an end, 41 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Right, so over number 10 begins from the mountains end. Short pitch delivery played very nicely towards the covers region. The single being taken. Good field setup being done by the captain. Strike being rotated. 42 on board now. Short pitch delivery played on the back foot. With the soft hand goes straight toward the fielder at the point. Another dot delivery. A good over till now, just a run being scored. So with dot delivery, over number 10 comes to an end. Another successful over for Goraksh comes to an end. He gave away just 3 runs in his first 2 overs. 10 overs done, 42 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Ten overs done, 42 on board at the moment. They're changing some field position at this particular moment. There's a gully fielder being kept there. Shot that's been hit towards the covers region for a quick single. Another shot that goes in the same direction of the point region. A dot delivery again. Flight that delivery cracked towards the covers region. Protection in the deep. Single taken. A wild delivery. There has been a lot of extras being given away in this inning till now. 13 plus extras. Full toss. Pulled well. A fielder does well in the deep. They settle for one. And with that single, 50 runs mark on board. Another beautiful delivery from Gorak. He's been very good with his bowling. And both the overs, look at that shot, a cracking shot towards the point region. Another good work being done by the fielder, standing in the deep covers region, covering that entire region in just letting a single go. The shot being played on the back foot. This time it goes straight toward the fielder standing in the gully. So over number 12 comes to an end. So that's the time for the first free hit of the inning. The umpire says it's not a legal delivery. The umpire says it's a no ball. Some good fielding, great bowling, brilliant fielding being shown by the entire team. They've done a great job in this department, absolutely a great job, and the work behind the stump by this young man has been tremendous. It doesn't make you feel that he's above 70s. He's quick. He's quick behind the stumps. There hasn't been any delivery or a ball that's been passed from him. Tremendous work behind the stump by Keith. Over pitch delivery again, a good work being done by the bowler. Another brilliant over this is turning out to be. Shot pitch delivery stayed too low. A dot delivery to end the over from Nikhil. The 2 over gets completed for him, 50 runs on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Running between the wicket have been just perfect from both the batters. They're just responding at the right call. Not taking any kind of risk. Just rotating the strike and just striking on the loose deliveries. The batsman is surprised with such kind of bowling performance being shown by these guys till now. Another ball that stayed too low, which is racing towards the boundary. But due to the outfield being too slow today, the ball would stop automatically. Another dot delivery in this over. Fly to delivery, defensing that. Third dot delivery to end the over. Over number 4 comes to an end from Gorath. 14 overs done, 52 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Rotation of the strike is happening from both the batters. That's what is being continued since beginning. They are rotating strike, taking enough time. I like one thing for both the batters, it's been very cool and calm. They are in their mind. They have the right thing in their mind. They have a plan that's all set. They are pretty much aware that they don't need to take any kind of risk at this particular moment. That's why you see they're not trying and pushing it hard for another run or swing or start with delivery. Stayed low, going toward the field at the point. Another dot delivery. Last couple of deliveries, and after that we'll have a quick drinks break. Delivery being pitched outside the leg stump. Wanted to play that towards the mid-wicket region. A dot delivery. It's the last delivery coming in of over number 15. Cracking shot goes straight toward the field at the long on. A single to end the over. So over number 15 comes to an end. Time for drinks break. 54 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 15 overs. Arun plays that shot on the back foot. Most of the deliveries has gone to the point fielder from both the side of the pitch. The point fielder has been busy. A pull shot that is racing toward the final region. No fielder there. That's a loose delivery. Not the delivery that the captain would be expecting from you. The first boundary being scored in Gorak's over. He's bowled some brilliant overs previous to this one. 60 runs on board now. 53 to get from here. Will they be able to get that quickly? We will have to wait and watch. 15 overs done. 16th over in progress now. Let's wait and watch. Arun this time defending that on the front foot. They are interested in taking any kind of a risk at this particular moment. They want to make sure that they win this match, keeping most of the wickets in hand. 16 over gets completed, 60 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. What a brilliant shot that is. Superb connection. Superb connection there. Look at the replay. He was on his knees, pulls that towards the mid-wicket region. A boundary there. Another full toss delivery. Same area, same shot, same result. Another shot, this time aerial route, goes all the way for a maximum. What a connection that was. Superb sound off the bat. Now he seems to be in a hurry. 2 boundaries and a maximum. $32 for Amar now. Another pull shot in the same area. This time the fielder will be cut that off. 15 of the first 4 deliveries now. Both the batters have decided to go and charge this batsman. This time it's Arun. This is turning out to be an expensive one. 2 more and gets added to the total. The over number 17 comes to an end. 81 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Now, new bowling change. Sanjay coming in. Shot that's been hammered above the field, standing inside the circle. Towards the point region, goes all the way for a cracking boundary. Superb sound of the bat. And a good result for that connection. Where out of nowhere these guys decide to take the charge and shift the gear and start cracking boundaries in every region of the ground. 21 in the previous over. This over being started with 2 cracking boundaries, and with those 2 boundaries, Amar moves to 41. Equation is to get 24 in 166 deliveries remaining. Field change being done by the captain. Another cracking shot in the air. Fielder getting settled under it. Falling short in front of him. Not sure if he was ready and he was taking a start when he came towards the ball. For a moment I thought that it will be an easy take. But it has fallen short in front of him. Single taken. LDH racing towards the fielder standing inside the circle of the third man. A dot delivery. So the first dot delivery of this over now. Shot being played towards the leg side. Protection in the deep, and meanwhile these guys decide it's time to take 2 runs. 2 more runs gets added to the total, takes them to 92 on board. Arun playing on 33 at the moment. Equation what they have is to get 621. There are many deliveries left. There are 9 wickets. They still have sitting ready in the pavilion. Arun wanted to smack that towards the leg side. Misses that completely. Dot delivery to end the over. Over number 18 comes to an end. 92 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. 21 to get from here. Another bowling change that's been done. Raghavendra is the new bowler. Is coming in from the wet and dry end. Good work being done by the fielder in the deep. Another shot that goes towards the point fielder. Point fielder have been busy in the entire inning because most of the delivery is being bowled outside the off stump. Flight the delivery lets that go. It's been missed by the keeper. Arun was interested to take that run, but Amar wasn't interested at all. Last delivery coming in of this over now. 2 runs in this over till now. 43 for Amar. Another flighted delivery missed by the keeper. That is racing towards the boundary. But a good work by the fielder in the deep. Saves 2 runs for the team. 2 more runs get added to the total. It takes them to a total of 96 now. 19 overs done, 96 on board for the loss of 1 wicket. That is 17 needed now for these guys to win this match. Arun is the man on strike, playing on 34. Extra fielder been requested to come inside the circle towards the covers region. A shot that Arun was interested to smack it towards the leg side. The umpire says not out. Bottom of the bat. Edge racing towards another boundary. Amar was keen to take that single, but Arun denies that completely. Arun goes deep in the crease, ball stayed lower, couldn't make any kind of a connection. He's trying to get some big runs in this over, but hasn't been able to connect the ball well. 38 for him, 45 on the other side for Amar. Another delivery, same situation, but this time it's been missed by everyone. It goes all the way for a boundary as a bye. Last 9 to get. This time, Edge racing toward the third man region for another boundary. Another boundary being scored, 5 to get from here. 20 overs done, 108 on board. On the other side, Amar playing on 45, Arun playing on 42 at the moment. Right, so Amar on 45 now. Will he be trying to get a maximum in this over? We would be waiting to see that. Is he trying to score a maximum wrap up? Long on, long off, standing outside. Deep mid wicket there. Shot pitch delivery pulled too well in the direction where there is no fielder. He should be able to get a boundary, and he does. 49 for him now. Scores are equal. 1 to get to his 50 and 1 to win the match. It was too short. That's why he made sure that he connects it well to get a boundary. Everyone in the circle now. Scores are equal. Played well. Gets to his boundary and gets to his 50-run mark. Congratulations to the team West Zone veterans. They have outplayed every single department and they have won this match with 9 wickets in hand.
अच्छा गौतम, प्लीज। अक्षय, गौरव किधर है? वो गया, आ गया। अक्षय, I think everybody that's played cricket here this week has really enjoyed the organization, the facilities, the commentators, and of course we mustn't forget the caterers who provided us with brilliant food. But most of all, I want you to give a big hand to these boys who have put on a fantastic show. Yeah. So thank you. These things, you can't organize these things within 1, 2 or 3 weeks. This takes a lot of organization, and it's down to these boys and all the hard work. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed.
So please turn up towards the presentation area. So please turn up towards the presentation area. Brilliant bowling, getting 6 wickets in a match is not an easy task, and that doesn't happen every day. Thank you, Yogesh. Moving on with the best batsman of the series. Without any guesses, it goes to the big man, Karan. First match itself, he scored 150 plus. That was a tremendous batting performance. Moving on with the best bowler. Time for us to give away the best bowler award. That goes to Preetham. Absolutely brilliant bowling that he's put up for the team. Let's have a huge round of applause for Preetham. Thank you so much. And the last but not the least, we'll give away, just to make an announcement, the man of the series trophy goes to Jigar Mehta, who's not available here. So I'll request the association to take care of the trophy and pass it on to him. That's all we had for the presentation ceremony. You guys have a beautiful night. Good night. Shabba khair. Just to give a heads up, the team Global has become the winner of this tournament. And with that, we wrap up with the presentation area. You guys have a good night ahead. Take care. Travel safe.